7 strangers, 7 passports. In the Portland airport, 7 girls sat in the waiting area talking about the one thing they had in common at that point, the excitement and anxiety of the adventure that lay directly ahead of them. What they did not yet know was that the adventures of Querétaro, Mexico would take them from being acquaintances to unforgettable friends. Stepping out of my comfort zone is something that I do not often do. I was hoping that this trip to Mexico would help me be able to do that. Through the experience of countless incredible adventures, I discovered that the biggest and most important accomplishment for me was the relationships that I built with the girls who joined me on this trip. I did so many new things in Mexico, and many of them were things that I never knew I would do. In the first few days, we waded through floods up to our knees in the streets. If you thought we had rain here in Oregon, take a trip to Querétaro. We walked the streets of Querétaro, seeing some interesting things along the way. We learned how to get around using the bus system and taxis. We visited many churches and museums, and learned about the history and culture of Querétaro and Mexico. We did a lot of climbing, which is something I did not know we would be doing. We climbed La Peña de Bernal, the second highest monolith in Latin America, and we climbed the pyramids of the ancient city of Teotihuacan. Both of these things were a lot harder than they looked, but so worth it once we got to the top and saw the breathtaking view. All of these things considered, the most difficult obstacle for me was something that is simple for most other people: trying new food. I have always been a very picky eater, and being forced to eat the unfamiliar foods in Mexico helped me get past what I discovered to be a mental block that has been holding me all my life. The greatest benefit of this trip was the friendships that we built there. The 7 of us supported and encouraged each other as we tried these new and sometimes difficult things, and we created everlasting bonds over these shared experiences. I found that my favorite part of this trip was just walking around the centro or going out to restaurants with my friends, just talking and laughing and having a good time wherever we went. I knew that this trip would be amazing, but I feel extremely blessed to have come back with 7 new friends.